Hey everybody, welcome to my English podcast. Today, we're going to talk about something many of us have experienced, but maybe never stopped to think deeply about: a rainy day and how it makes us feel. Rain is a part of life. Sometimes it comes suddenly. Sometimes we wait for it. It can be loud or soft, short or long. It can make us feel sleepy, sad, happy, or peaceful. In this podcast, I want to explore what a rainy day feels like. I'll share personal experiences, thoughts, and small details that you might also notice on a rainy day. Maybe you'll remember your own rainy moments. Maybe you'll discover something new. Let's begin in the morning. Imagine waking up and hearing the soft sound of rain outside your window. You open your eyes and everything feels quiet. The light is gray. The air feels cool. You pull the blanket up and lie still for a moment. The world outside is different today. It's slower, softer, quieter. On a rainy morning, I usually feel a little lazy. I don't want to rush. I take my time getting out of bed. I sit by the window with a warm drink, maybe tea or coffee, and I just listen. The rain falls on the roof, on the trees, on the street. It's like music without words. Gentle, calm, steady. Sometimes I feel like the rain is talking to me, telling me to slow down, to breathe, to rest. The sky is full of clouds, and the colors outside are different. Everything looks a little more gray, a little more soft, but there is beauty in it. The green leaves look darker, the streets shine with water, and small puddles form everywhere. I watch people walk by with umbrellas, some moving fast, some taking their time. Some are smiling, some are hiding from the rain. Rainy days change our routine. We stay indoors more. We cook warm meals. We wear sweaters and socks. The sound of cooking, the smell of food, the warmth of a cup in our hands, all of this feels more special on a rainy day. It feels like the rain slows down time. It tells us it's okay to pause. Sometimes I read a book on rainy days. The sound of rain is perfect for reading. It keeps me company. Other times I write in my journal. The rain makes me think more deeply. I write about my feelings, my dreams, my worries. On rainy days, my thoughts feel clearer. I don't know why, but it's like the rain helps me look inside myself. Of course, not every rainy day is peaceful. Sometimes we feel sad when it rains. The sky is dark. The streets are wet. Plans are canceled. We feel stuck inside. Maybe we miss the sun. Maybe we feel tired or lonely. And that's okay too. Rainy days can make us emotional. They bring out feelings we didn't know we had. But that's part of being human. When I feel sad on a rainy day, I remind myself that the rain doesn't last forever. After the rain, the sun comes back. The sky becomes blue again. The trees look cleaner. The air smells fresh. Rain is not just weather. It's a feeling. On rainy days, I often think about people I miss. The sound of rain makes me remember old friends, old places, old times. It brings memories to the surface. Some memories are happy, some are sad, but they all come with a soft feeling, like a gentle touch on the heart. Sometimes I light a candle and sit quietly. I listen to the rain and think about the people I love. I feel close to them, even if they are far away. I write letters in my mind. I send love through the sound of rain. It feels peaceful. As the day continues, the rain may stop, or it may continue into the evening. I cook dinner and enjoy the simple pleasure of eating something warm while the rain falls outside. I feel safe inside my home. I feel lucky. The sound of rain becomes part of the background, part of my world. In the evening, I might listen to soft music or watch an old movie. Rainy evenings are perfect for slow things. I don't want noise or bright lights. I want peace. I want to sit and just be. Maybe I take a warm shower and feel the water on my skin. It reminds me of the rain. It feels like a small comfort. Before bed, I write again in my journal. I write about the day, about how I felt, about what the rain reminded me of. I feel like the rain washes not only the streets, but also my thoughts. It clears my mind. It gives me space to rest. Then I lay down in bed and I listen one last time to the soft sound outside. Maybe it's still raining. Maybe it's quiet now. Either way, I feel thankful. A rainy day has passed, and it has given me so much. Calm, reflection, emotion, beauty. This is how a rainy day feels to me. It's not just water falling from the sky. It's a mood, a space, a memory, a gentle moment in a busy life. Now, let's go deeper into the feelings that come with the rain. Feelings of peace, memories, and sometimes even sadness. One of the most special things about rain is the way it slows everything down. In our daily lives, we are often busy. We rush from one task to another. We wake up, work, cook, clean, and go to bed. But rain has a different energy. It says, wait, rest, breathe. When it rains, the world moves slower. People walk slower, the streets are quieter, there is less noise, less hurry. And in that space, we can hear our thoughts more clearly. For me, rainy days often bring a feeling of peace. The soft sound of rain is like a natural song that calms the mind. It's like the world is whispering, "Everything is okay. You can rest now." I sit by the window and just look. I watch the drops fall, one after another, and it feels like time is flowing gently, not running fast. It is in these quiet moments that I feel most connected to myself. Rainy days can also be creative days. Because I'm inside more, I feel like writing, drawing, or making something. The rain gives me space to be still and creative. Sometimes I take out old notebooks and read what I wrote long ago. Sometimes I start a new story. The sound of rain helps me focus. It feels like a friend sitting beside me, saying, "You can create something beautiful today." But not all feelings on rainy days are light. Sometimes the rain brings sadness. Have you ever noticed how the dark sky can affect your mood? It's like your heart becomes a little heavier. You may think more deeply about life, about past mistakes, about things you miss. On rainy days, we often feel more emotional. That's okay. These feelings are part of being human. Rain reminds us of the past. It brings back old memories, maybe of walking in the rain with someone special, maybe of staying inside with your family, drinking something warm and talking for hours. Or maybe you remember being a child, jumping in puddles and laughing. These memories live in us, and rain can open the door to them. There's also something very romantic about rain, not just love between people, but a quiet love for the world. When I see two people sharing an umbrella or someone helping a stranger who forgot theirs, I feel something warm inside. Rain brings people closer. It makes us look around. It makes us care. It's like the world becomes softer and more kind. On rainy evenings, I like to light a candle. I turn off the main lights and just let the room glow softly. I sit on the floor with a blanket and listen. Sometimes I read poetry. Sometimes I close my eyes and think. Rainy evenings feel like dreams. Everything is slower, softer, and full of feeling. I think rainy days teach us an important lesson. They show us that it's okay to rest. It's okay to feel things deeply. It's okay not to be busy all the time. We live in a world that moves fast, but rain tells us to stop for a moment, to enjoy the simple things, the sound of water, the smell of the air, the quiet inside our hearts. Sometimes when it rains, I feel inspired. I want to make changes in my life. I want to write that message to someone I've been thinking about. I want to clean my room and make space for something new. The rain feels like a fresh start. It washes away the old and brings a new feeling. It's not just water, it's hope. If you ever feel lonely on a rainy day, try to do something simple. Make a cup of tea. Sit by the window. Watch the rain fall. You don't have to do anything special. Just being with the rain can be enough. Let it speak to your heart. Let it remind you that you are part of something beautiful. And remember, rain is for everyone. No matter who you are, where you live, or what you do, the rain falls for you too. It connects us all. We all watch the sky. We all hear the drops. We all feel the same peace or sadness. Rain is a shared experience, and that makes it special. There's also something very magical about how everything smells after the rain. Have you noticed it? The earth, the leaves, the wind, they all smell fresh and clean. It's like the world took a deep breath. That smell, called petrichor, is one of my favorite things. It makes me want to walk slowly and breathe deeply. I also love how the city changes after rain. The lights reflect in the puddles, the streets shine like mirrors, cars move slower, people look up at the sky. Everything feels different. It's like the city has a new face, soft and beautiful. Some people say they don't like rainy days. They prefer the sun, and that's okay. But I believe rain has its own beauty. It teaches us different things. Sunshine teaches us to enjoy life. Rain teaches us to slow down and understand it. And when the rain finally stops, something special happens. The clouds begin to move. A little sunlight comes through. The sky turns blue again. Maybe there's a rainbow. And in that moment, you feel new. The world feels fresh. The air is clean. Your heart feels lighter. That's the gift of a rainy day. Sometimes I find that rainy days bring silence, a special kind of silence. It's not empty, it's full of meaning. When you sit in a room and hear only the sound of the rain tapping on the window, it feels like nature is speaking in a quiet voice. It's a peaceful silence, like a soft hug. This silence is different from the silence of night or the silence when you feel alone. This is a silence that helps you feel connected to yourself, to nature, to the world. On rainy days, I often feel more open to thinking deeply. I ask myself small questions. How am I feeling today? What am I thankful for? What do I need to let go of? Rain gives me space to ask these questions. There's something about the slow, steady rhythm of the rain that helps me reflect in a gentle way. I don't feel rushed to find answers. I just sit with my thoughts and let them flow, like the rain outside. Sometimes when I feel overwhelmed or confused, I look out at the rain and I imagine it washing away my worries. I imagine each raindrop taking away a small piece of my stress. Drop by drop, the heavy feeling inside me becomes lighter. This simple image helps me feel better. It reminds me that every hard feeling will pass, just like a storm always ends. Rain also makes me notice things I usually don't. On sunny days, I move quickly. I focus on tasks. But on rainy days, I slow down. I notice how water runs down the glass. I notice how the light looks different. I notice the little sounds, the splash of a car tire on a wet road, the rustle of leaves, the soft drip from the roof.
These small things are beautiful, and rain helps me see them.
There is also something about being inside while it rains outside that feels safe. It makes me want to build a cozy space. I put on warm socks, wrap myself in a blanket, and make a hot drink. I light a candle or play soft music. I make my space feel calm. The world outside may be wet and cold, but inside, I feel warm and peaceful. It's like creating my own little world where everything feels okay. And this feeling of safety can help us feel more honest with ourselves. On rainy days, it's easier to say, "Today, I don't feel great," or "Today, I miss someone," or "Today, I just want to rest." Rain gives us permission to feel more, to be real. And when we are honest with ourselves, we feel lighter. One of my favorite things is reading on a rainy day. There's something magical about opening a book and letting the words take you to another world while the rain falls outside. The sound of the rain makes the story feel more alive. It's a perfect time to dream, imagine, and forget the busy world for a while. If I have a journal, I often write more on rainy days. The thoughts come more easily. Maybe the rain unlocks them. Maybe it slows my mind down enough so the thoughts can rise. I write about simple things, what I saw, what I felt, a small memory. Writing during rain feels like talking to a friend. The page listens, just like the rain does. Sometimes I think rain is nature's way of helping us pause. It says, take a break. You don't always have to be strong. You don't always have to be doing something. In this way, rain becomes a gentle teacher. It shows us how to be soft, how to rest, and how to feel. When I think about the different kinds of rain, I see that each one brings a different emotion. Light rain feels calm, heavy rain feels powerful, a storm feels wild, and sometimes all three come in one day. Just like our feelings, some days we feel light, some days heavy. Some days we feel everything at once. Rain is like a mirror for our emotions. Have you ever walked in the rain without an umbrella, just letting yourself get wet? It sounds strange, but it can be a freeing experience. At first, you feel unsure. You don't want your clothes or hair to get wet, but after a few steps, you stop caring. You feel the water on your skin. You feel alive. And suddenly, you are laughing. There's something about letting go that makes you feel free. I remember a time when I walked home in the rain. I had no umbrella, no coat. At first, I tried to run, but then I stopped. I slowed down. I looked up at the sky and smiled. The rain touched my face like 1,000 little kisses. It was cold, but I didn't mind. In that moment, I felt brave, open, and completely myself. That is the power of rain. Rain also teaches us patience. We can't stop it. We can't rush it. We have to wait for it to pass. And during that wait, we learn. We learn to accept things we can't change. We learn to find peace in waiting. That is a lesson we all need sometimes. After the rain, the world changes. The colors are deeper. The air is fresh. The plants look brighter. The world feels new, and so do we. Rain doesn't just change the ground, it changes us too. It washes away the dust, both outside and inside. So, if you are someone who feels sad on rainy days, maybe try to look at it differently. See the beauty, feel the calm. Let the rain be your friend, not your enemy. It is not here to ruin your day. It is here to remind you of the softer side of life. Sometimes when it rains, we also remember people. Maybe someone who is far away. Maybe someone we miss. Rain can make our hearts tender. It opens the door to our memories. And that's not a bad thing. Remembering is part of loving. Rain helps us feel connected to people, even if they are not near. In some cultures, rain is seen as a blessing. It brings life. It feeds the earth. It helps things grow. Maybe we can also see it this way, as something that helps us grow, not just plants, but us too. As we finish this podcast, I want to thank you for walking with me through the sound, the feeling, and the meaning of rain. I hope next time it rains, you will listen more carefully. I hope you will look at the sky and not just see clouds, but see beauty. I hope you will let the rain touch your heart and help you feel something: peace, love, memory, or just a deep breath. Rain is not just weather, it is a mood, a story, a pause, a gift. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll meet you again soon with a new story, a new emotion, and a new chance to practice English through real human experiences. Until then, stay soft, stay open, and when the rain falls, let it fall not just on your skin, but also on your heart.